Hey
Hey
guys.
guys. Well, if you know what, I'll just pop it off because
Do you want me to do the intro?
no, because I have something to say and it's about that vegan teacher.
Okay,
So
hold up. We can't just go cold turkey into that vegan teacher.
why?
Hey
No,
guys. Nope. I'm doing a normal intro.
what?
Hey. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to the 8th
Oh, shut
episode
up.
of
I put a comment on one of
Evangeline.
her
Shut
videos
up.
and she deleted it.
Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. We're gonna get into that vegan teacher later because we have an update. But we can't just go in straight in there. So hello, welcome to the Cornflake Gang podcast. Welcome to episode 8. I hope you guys are all doing well. Okay, now we can go into it. Today we're giving you an update on that vegan teacher because she created an account. That one got deleted, and then she created a new one. And this
Yeah.
new one, it gets me. It gets me so hard. she we all know who Dream is. We've at least heard of him. Her whole account is Dream themed.
She acts like she doesn't know who he is. Like, look, I've never watched a single Dream video.
Me either.
I've never watched any of his content. I just know his icon, and I know that he's a Minecraft YouTuber. That's it. But she's acting like she doesn't know.
There's
And
like one. Sorry, go ahead.
what are you talking about, the clay one?
What clay one?
The video of her like with the dream sticker and he has like a little bow tie and she's like, I'm clay, and I'm like, yeah.
That's she knows. Cause that's his name.
No, she spelled it with a K. And someone commented, but isn't it spelled clay with a C? And she's like, I think you're getting me confused with someone else with a weird like vocoder effect.
Listen, it's like like if you don't create OCs or aren't around like OC creation culture, you guys probably won't know what I'm talking about. But Evangeline, you know when you find an OC and it's a direct ripoff of a canon character, but they just
Yeah.
change one detail?
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's all I mean, that's all I wanted to say. I find it just absolutely hilarious because there's this one TikTok where someone's trying to explain to her what an SMP is, and that was hilarious. That's all I wanted to say.
Yeah, it's I mean, I don't even want to get into the whole censorship thing with her at this point
No, yeah.
because it's like it's not even worth arguing. Like majority of people know how dumb of an argument that is and how like just utterly like offensive the whole
Mhm.
thing is. So
Yeah.
if you've seen it, you've seen it. If you haven't, bless you. Um
Bless your soul.
yeah, but I think
We're gonna try not to. Okay, the thing is, so me, Evangeline, and our friend Crystalline, we talk about that vegan teacher a lot, or at least Evangeline and Crystalline do, and I just kind of listen.
yeah.
So just because like we just like to discuss what's going on, and she's genuinely a very interesting character.
Mm, mm, that's a way to put it.
That's a way to put it. She's an interesting character. So we're gonna try not to dwell on that vegan teacher that much in future episodes because we don't want at least I don't want our whole podcast to just be
No,
about her.
yeah, no, I agree.
But we're probably gonna pop in here and there about her because until she just gives up, she's gonna be like just a very persistent cockroach in the house of that is like YouTube and social media circles. But
Well,
yeah.
here's one thing I want to touch on. I don't understand. I mean, I guess I do because it happens, but she got IP banned.
Mm-hmm.
Her first ban was just like a regular old ban. Her next ban was an IP ban. So it's like, and like, I wish someone would just get it through her thick skull that she didn't get banned because she's a vegan. She got banned because of the TikToks she did about Tommy in it. When you
Mm-hmm.
get banned, that means you're not allowed anymore. Doesn't matter how you got banned. It's just like, it's common sense. You're not allowed here anymore. They didn't suspend you for 2 weeks. They suspended you forever. A ban.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
don't get on there again. And she's probably going to get banned again because she
No,
let it be known
100%.
on her YouTube channel that she has another account. So
How many times do you think she's gonna make a new account before she gives up?
I have no clue. Like, she's just annoying. Like, and honestly, like, we shouldn't be talking about her because it gives her more attention. But again, it's just like, it's interesting to talk about. But also, like, I know I shouldn't be talking about it and giving
Yeah.
as much attention because I do watch a lot of her videos. Not because
Mm-hmm.
I want to, just because.
Anytime she uploads a new video, Evangeline ats everyone in the group chat and says, "Hey, new vegan teacher video you guys want to VC?"
It's like, it's sometimes it is fun to ridicule someone because at this point it's kind of like it's punching up. Like that's what like roasting people is for. It's more about
Mhm.
like punching up because you're not like punching down on this person. This isn't a person who's just like going about their day, just like being nice and being vegan. This is like a crazy person who also happens to be vegan. And she's
Mhm.
just like a horrible person. And so it's fun to make fun of her. Um so
So yeah.
yeah. Um so let's just move on.
Yeah, let's move on. Yeah, we're gonna try not to dwell on her that much, but
Yeah.
she might come up in future episodes.
Mhm.
So yeah, that's
Oh, but
that for
I did comment with our YouTube
Oh, right,
account
right, right.
and it got deleted almost immediately. Um, I don't know if she does holds comments for review because you can do that.
If I don't
Uh,
get an episode on myself on how I'm suffering from cognitive dissonance, I don't want it.
so but if you're holding a comment for review, that means that you had to see it before it gets posted, and ours got posted. Like, so she goes through and deletes those comments. So
Mhm.
either A, she already assumed that when I said, "Hey, go check out our new video," um, she just assumed that it was not going to be favorable towards her, or she went, clicked on the video, and
Saw that it was
knows.
not favorable.
So I hope it's the second option.
Listen,
Because
I want the
that would
publicity,
bring
man.
us a larger audience. So it's
Mhm.
kind of works in our favor. And she gets to listen to us,
So,
which probably brings her a lot of pain.
I hope I see a report card on us.
Me too.
Just some 2 random teens on the internet
Yeah.
being being not even roasted, just talked about by some grandma.
Yep. All right, next topic.
Alright, yeah. I don't know where we should go from here. Okay. So I okay. We've already kind of established that I drink a lot of sparkling water. We know this, or at least we, as in between me and Evangeline, we know this.
Hmm.
I drink like 4 cans a day. Um, but recently I went out with my mom to her favorite ramen house, or it's like a ramen house slash Asian grill place, in our midtown area, and I usually get a drink with my meal. It's usually water or like one of those Japanese marble sodas. But this past day, I looked the person who was taking our order straight in the eye and I said, "Hey, I'll take a cherry Coke." Which doesn't seem weird from an outsider's perspective. But for me, I probably haven't drank soda in a good maybe 4 months. Maybe even 5. It's been a while. And I blame this on Evangeline. I fully blame this on Evangeline.
By the way, I don't drink 4 cans of soda a day, so
That's because, well, the thing is that, like, sparkling water, which I looked it up because my mom kept arguing with me that sparkling water is bad for me. It's not. It's the same as regular water. In fact, sparkling water has health benefits, so but at the same time, if you drink too much, you might get kidney stones.
yeah,
Um,
so
but yeah. Anyways, Evangeline's I'm not gonna sugarcoat this. Evangeline, you're a straight up just soda addict.
I mean, yeah, I just want to make it clear because you said you were drinking 4 cans of sparkling water a day as in setting the baseline for the addiction, and I just want to say I do not drink 4 cans of soda a day.
But if you could, you would.
I mean, probably if it
If you
was in
could.
my grasp. Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's not because that's a lot of money to spend. See, like,
Mhm.
I'm not like I know like not to drink that much, not because it's not good for me, but because I don't want to go into debt over soda. Like that's I know where to stop myself there, but if it's there and there's no monetary like consequence of it, then it's a free for all.
Yeah, you would.
But I
Uh,
don't.
also, a small thing, I don't eat McDonald's. I mean, okay, for like that sounds so pretentious, but
It does.
I just don't eat McDonald's. If I want a burger, I go to like Five Guys or
Oh
In-N-Out.
my gosh.
Five Guys is so good. Are you
I'm not saying it's not good. I'm just saying it's not the best. I would much rather take
do not talk about this blasphemy in my
It's just not. I had Five Guys before and I just didn't get
Are
the
you
hype.
saying McDonald's is better than Five Guys?
I mean, taste-wise, I would rather go
No.
for McDonald's.
No.
I'd rather go for
No.
McDonald's.
No. 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 Nope. No.
To
You
me,
don't
it
have rights.
to me it's kind of the same. Like I
You
would go
don't
to
have rights.
McDonald's because I'm used to it and it's cheaper and there's more variety. Five Guys is, in my opinion, overpriced.
No, it is. There's no arguing about that. But the flavor.
See, no, no, uh.
What do you mean? Okay, listen. You go to
No, I'm
Five Guys,
not.
you
No, no,
order
no,
a
no.
bacon cheeseburger all the way, and you get it with Cajun fries. You gobble that up.
I mean, like, I'm not saying it's bad. Like, I would still eat it. I'm just saying that, like, it's not worth the money. I'd rather just order
Okay,
McDonald's.
yeah, it is overpriced, but I think it's worth the money. Treat
It's
yourself
not.
sometimes,
It's not
baby.
worth. Okay, how often do you go to Five Guys?
Well, not often anymore because of like COVID
Okay,
and
well,
stuff.
before COVID.
Like maybe once every 2 weeks.
Oh my gosh, I didn't even go to McDonald's that much.
Because my dad would pick me up from school and we were usually both hungry, so we go get Five Guys.
Okay, yeah, okay,
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 this is a very long-winded way of saying I've been craving McDonald's recently.
good.
And I have no idea why. I was standing in line at a TJ Maxx because my mom wanted to return some stuff, and I was like, "Man, I can go for a McChicken." And I've never had a McChicken before.
They're pretty good.
I heard they're good. I think, like, the only thing I've ever really had I mean, like, I've never like, when I say I've never eaten at McDonald's, I mean, like, I've never, like, had a meal there. Like, I've never gotten, like, a Big Mac or anything. Like, I got the ice cream sometimes, like, with my cousin, because their ice cream is bomb.
Oh no, their ice cream is really good.
The McFlurries, I think I got a McFlurry once. So
Mhm.
bomb. But I've never actually had, like, a burger or anything from there.
Same.
I mean, listen. At the end of the day, it's all dead animals on gluten and more dead animals and sometimes vegetables. So yeah, but I love burgers. I'm just gonna say that up. I love burgers so much.
They're good.
They are so good. Listen, you get a good burger. You season it correctly. Just lay some cheese over top of some grilled onions. You get some crispy lettuce. And if you're lucky, you get In-N-Out sauce on it. And I mean, like, I had leftover In-N-Out sauce once, and then we had burgers the next day, and I put that. Oh, so good. Just chef's kiss. Um, um, do you want to say anything else about burgers before?
No, I don't really have any additions to the topic of burgers.
Okay.
I did have some chicken McNuggets yesterday though.
No.
Those
I
are
had
always good with
Chick-fil-A last
some.
night. We both
Oh,
had Chick.
Chick-fil-A's good. Yeah.
Oh, Chick-fil-A is so bomb. I don't agree with their views. But I don't care. They have. I'm. Listen, I shouldn't say that because, like, obviously, you got to be nice to people no matter who they are or what they identify as. But like, Chick-fil-A has some bomb chicken, and I like to eat, so I can't deny the fact they have good chicken. And
Yeah.
that if it's not a Sunday, like if I could eat Chick-fil-A every day, I almost would. Like I almost would. Their
That's
mac and
pretty
cheese,
good.
dude. They have mac and cheese there. Oh, so good, so good. Just I love Chick-fil-A so much. I
Uh,
like.
Yeah, I go there like seldomly, I just don't go there a lot. And not because I don't want to, it's just because it,
No, yeah.
yeah.
There's one pretty near me, so I go. Like, I mean, like, if my mom doesn't feel like cooking, or if, like, I don't feel like cooking, I'd be like, "Hey, can we get Chick-fil-A?" And I usually go get Chick-fil-A. I just it's good. It's good.
Yeah.
Mm. Oh, that was a weird noise. Um, moving topics away from food.
Yeah.
Um, recently, or actually, no, I don't know why I said recently. Soon, we got a convention coming up,
Yes,
and
we do. I don't know if we'll be able to record that week. Who knows? Maybe like we can find a quiet place and like record at the convention.
that's actually kind of cool. Kind of, we might.
Because I could just get an adapter to like my phone, so
Yeah,
our audio isn't complete crap.
if you want to do that, I'm so down. But
Yeah.
I'm a pretty constant con goer. Evangeline,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about you. Before
I
we,
mean, like I just I went to one when I was little, and it was like an actual like Comic Con, and then I didn't go again until last. Was it November? No, it was
are you talking about our first
the first one. No, wait, when was that?
November?
November. Okay, yeah, it was November.
Yeah, it was Thanksgiving break, I think.
Yeah.
Um, but I'm a pretty constant con goer, and ever since I met Evangeline, I'm like, hey, you should come with me.
Yeah.
But it cons are pretty fun. I would say I really enjoy myself when I go to cons, but I've not started, but I've been getting more into cosplay, which I've I've wanted, like, I remember, like, in middle school, I've always wanted to cosplay, but I never really got around to it. And then recently, as in, like, yeah, last year? Um, yeah, last year. I get my years mixed up, but last year, in the beginning of the year, at our anime convention, our local convention, I'm not gonna say which, I'm not gonna say specifics, but our convention holds an anime convention and holds a comic convention twice a year, and it's pretty inexpensive, so I tend to go. Um, but my first cosplay was Spider-Man. And let me tell you, when I ordered that spider suit it's the Far From Home spider suit, and I ordered I also have the Edith glasses. When I tell you I put on that suit, the amount of just my ego boosted so much. I'm not gonna lie. And eventually I remember I wore the suit to a school at
Yeah.
work, and you walk in and you just the look on your face was priceless. Because I had the whole Edith glasses and the whole fit.
Yeah.
But yeah, and that was like my first cosplay. And then COVID kind of happened, and that sucked. So I didn't get to go to conventions for a while. And then for a while, cases in our area were a little bit like not the best. And they started to lighten up a little bit, so our convention started doing like a 1-day convention instead of a 3-day convention.
Yeah.
And what were you gonna say something?
No, I was saying, yeah.
And going back, like I remember at first I wasn't really planning to cosplay because I'm like it's a 1-day convention and I feel awkward going back into a social situation where I've been staying inside and like not going anywhere for so long. But I did decide to cosplay. I cosplayed as Link from Legend of Zelda.
Yeah.
Those-
I don't wanna, like, be completely silent, but I wanna let you, like,
no,
talk.
yeah. And um I fully think that my Link cosplay is probably the best cosplay I have. Even
It
though
was pretty good.
I only have a couple, but like like when I cosplay, I don't really like do the best. I mean, like not the best, but like it's not media accurate where I'm gonna have everything down to the final detail, which my Link cosplay isn't. But the amount of people that came up to me or like asked for a picture and stuff like that, or like liked my cosplay, it was nice because I never really had people like compliment my cosplay before. So I've been wearing that every con we went ever since. I have been wearing my Link cosplay because my ego goes through the roof, and I like that feeling. So um, Evangeline, if you would like to break up like me rambling and kind of
Oh.
put your
Um,
input.
I mean, I guess I can say I've cosplayed for a while because I participate in Halloween. That sounded so passive aggressive. I participate, Sophia.
You
Um,
participate in Halloween.
yeah. Oh, if you don't know, Sophia doesn't, which is not a problem. I was just like
Yeah.
wanted to make that clear. Um, but I think my first I've also like never been one to get it like down to like the nitty-gritty
Yeah.
like details because it's also really expensive.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's a thing I forgot to mention. Cosplay is expensive.
Yeah, it's expensive if you want to get like exact things because it's either like you can't sew, so you have to go buy a like $200 costume, or you have to go out, and it's also just like super time consuming if you can make all the materials. And it's
Mhm.
still expensive too because you have to buy the materials, the whatever accurate ones. So I never really been able to do that. I used to, when I was like little, just go to like the Halloween store and get myself a costume. I think like one year I was like Catwoman, Batgirl, Supergirl, Wonder Woman, like those kinds of things. I can't remember. I think the first year that I really put together my own costume was Age of Ultron Scarlet Witch.
Which
Or
you've been hyping that up for this next
I
con. I want to see it.
it was a pretty easy one. It was pretty popular. Not like popular in my like age group, but just like online. And it's really easy because it's literally just a jacket and a dress and then some like other accessories that you could just buy for cheap. So that one was really easy. I remember the next year I did like I realized looking back that maybe me dressing up in a Miss Marvel Kamala Khan edition maybe wasn't the greatest idea if you know what I look like. Um, but I was also like little, so it was more I just really liked the character, so please don't
Yeah.
cancel me for just as that character. But yeah, that was kind of that one was a hard one. One year I did Gamora. That was kind of a disaster because of the
You do
body
the body
paint.
paint?
Yeah.
Oh,
Um and then last year, well technically last year I didn't really have a costume because Halloween wasn't a thing, but the year before that, I did a Black Widow
I
one.
thought I thought the Black Widow was pretty spiffy, if you ask me. That was good.
That one was pretty easy. Some people asked me if I was Lara Croft, which was weird. I mean, thanks, but I don't know. Um, I definitely need to like hone that one down though, because I could probably get better materials now that I have like more money. But and then last year, I guess technically it wasn't really Halloween, but like it was just the fall time. I did Punchline, which if you don't know who that is, it's a newer character in DC Comics, and she's basically like the new Harley Quinn. Um, but yeah, I try to choose costumes that are easy to put together. Um, the new Scarlet Witch outfit though from WandaVision, I would spend some money for that.
Yeah,
Not gonna
I like
lie.
that. I like that outfit a lot.
I would love to wear that. But yeah, like I feel like this is a good opportunity to say, like, if any of you are interested in dressing up as your characters, cosplaying and everything,
Do it.
like, just do it. Like,
Do it.
and like, I'm not saying like don't do certain characters, but like, there's plenty of characters out there, and I think with movies now, a lot of and TV shows, a lot of the times they're making costumes a little more like obviously not Iron Man, but they're
Like
making costumes a
tangible.
little more tactical,
Mhm.
easier to make instead of like comic book edition ones, because comic books are like super colorful and not very practical sometimes, especially if you're looking back. Um, so and it's also like one of the things I did because the punchline costume is it's kind of a lot of pieces put
Mhm.
together. So what I did is I went to like this party. It was social distancing. There was hardly anyone there, by the way. Um, but like because the punchline costume, it's like a black dress and it has purple tights and like a purple sweater and everything. It's a lot of pieces and it
A
gets
lot of
pretty
layers.
hot. So what I did is I got my black like cargo work pants and then I got a long sleeve purple t-shirt, but I just did my hair and my makeup and like my shoes the same. And like you can still get the point across. Oh, and the gloves. But like
Mhm.
there's things you can do to like make your costume more less of a costume and more of an outfit that you can move around in.
Yeah.
Like props to the people who get those realistic ones, like cool, but sometimes it's just too expensive, too much time. You still want to pay
Mhm.
homage to the character, but like you just don't have the time or the money. So there's a lot of ideas out there. Um, but yeah, I do I keep on thinking about that new Scarlet Witch outfit though. I really want it. Like
Dude, listen, I that new Scarlet Witch outfit is, ugh, I love it. Okay, I'm just gonna say this out front. Wanda is not my favorite. I shouldn't say this in front of Evangeline because she really likes Wanda, but I don't really like her. Um, I mean, I get the appeal. Don't get me wrong, I get it, and I appreciate her character for what she is. She's just not my favorite. But that
Mhm.
costume, I thought that was Marvel did something with that.
Yeah, it was just a really nice costume.
Oh,
Like
yeah, it was.
I loved how they brought in the comic accuracy of it, this like new kind of like darker aesthetic that they do with a lot of superhero costumes now, and it was like it was still practical because obviously if you're a fan of Scarlet Witch and just a fan of Marvel comics in general, you know that that Halloween costume in the Halloween episode of WandaVision is not like it's just overall colors and everything, not what modern
Mhm.
superhero movies and TV shows use anymore, but to use like the crown, that headpiece, and still have like the kind of the corset thing going
Yeah.
on, but it wasn't just a jacket and some pants. Like it felt very like it was very a powerful costume. Like
Oh, yeah, definitely.
it's just really nice.
It had an energy.
And I don't know if it was intentional or not, but it looked really similar to Magneto's costume in the X-Men in the recent X-Men films, which I thought was cool. A lot of people were pointing that out, but I don't know if the costume designers and the writers had that in mind. Maybe they did. Um, but yeah, it's still not, I haven't seen any on sale yet. It's still just the Halloween costume version, which you
Yeah.
could just make at home. Don't pay. How much are these? Let me actually look that up.
They're like $80. I'm just okay,
You
listen,
don't need that. Let me tell you right now, it's a red leotard, pink tights. You can make that headpiece
go to
yourself
Michael's or your craft
and
store, get a
get
bunch of
it.
red foam.
Yeah. And you could just get a giant piece of red cloth
Yeah.
and some red gloves. I mean, there's some people that are selling this for like $80 to $100.
Mhm. Like,
So,
you can make that at home. Like, if
yeah.
you wanna buy it and you have the money, be my guest. It's your money, you get to choose how you spend it, but me personally, I'd make it at home,
Yeah.
which, this leads into the little talk about our cost plans. What are we having planned for our next convention?
Well, it's 3 days. I don't know if I'm
Mhm.
going all 3 days yet. Um,
I'm probably am.
yeah. I think I'm just gonna go as like Sophia and I refer to it as alt punchline. Which is the like regular outfit with the makeup and the hair. And then my Age of Ultron Scarlet Witch and what was the other one I said?
Um, we need to do we're planning on doing the
Oh,
Hawkeyes,
Hawkeye. Yeah, Kate. Well, I'm Kate Bishop and then Sophia
and
will
I'm
be
gonna be
Clint.
Clint.
Yeah.
We need to start working on that because I've been procrastinating about getting everything for it. And then, I'm gonna do Link again, obviously, because I like my Link cosplay. And then I have a third day open, which I have no idea what I'm gonna do for that day.
I mean, you could
Uh,
always just pull out the Spider-Man costume again.
I would. I might, cause I have stuff to do a Mothman cosplay, and then I have a Plague Doctor mask.
Wait, what if you I know we said we weren't gonna talk about her that much, but what if you do you know what I'm about to say?
Say it.
What if you dressed up as that vegan teacher? I would just want you to do that just to see that, like, well, I obviously would be for the reaction. Like, if
Yeah, same. I mean,
anyone,
okay, listen, if I were to cosplay her, it'd actually be really easy. It'd be
because you
really
just have to
easy.
get some crappy sweater, get some puff paint or whatever, and
I can go to
put it.
Michael's, spend $5, and there's my whole cosplay. I can borrow one of my mom's scarves. I have a pair of those, like, really, like, small reading glasses. Like, they're fake. I wanted to cosplay, Tagami from Danganronpa, but I kinda didn't get around to doing that because I realized that, I'm gonna look extremely stupid if I do it. So, I just have a pair of, like, fake white reading glasses laying around. So I can very well do it. I could very well do it. And
I,
maybe, just maybe, I'll think about it.
that would be so funny. Oh my gosh.
Man. I might do it. I'm thinking about it in my head. It's not that expensive. I have stuff at at my house that I can make it with.
You have a ukulele?
Yeah, I have a
You?
ukulele. I played ukulele for, like, 2 years. Man, I hate it here. I hate it here. This
Sure, someone.
Oh, definitely. Are you kidding me? Someone on TikTok probably already did this. Actually, you know what? Hold that thought. I'm gonna see if someone did. But yeah, I'm trying not to like keep a lot of like empty spaces in the audio because it's a bit
Yeah.
awkward. Evangeline, we've been talking a little bit about our cosplays of comic book characters.
Oh, comic books.
Is there anything you would like to say about your recent comic books?
Um, well, I went to the comic book store today before we recorded, and lately, sometimes I'll find actually at the last con, I came across what did I come across? Oh, sometimes I come across like certain series. So I'll try to find like I'm explaining this so horribly, but sometimes certain vendors will have like old random comic books. And so I'll go in there. And this vendor had like a bunch of 90s comic books. And the 90s was a very weird time for comic books. It just was. So I always like to get like some books from there. I don't know why I'm pulling this out because you guys can't see it, but I want to see it for myself. So I had found a few others, but the one that I've been struggling to complete the collection was Daredevil
Oh,
Tree of
did you?
Knowledge. Uh, this took me, I mean, this has been since November
Mm-hmm.
that I've been trying to find this.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, you're not a comic book fan if not to gatekeep, but you're just not. If you don't know the pain of not having the one issue of a series, whatever, at your store and you just can't find it. Um, it's taken me a couple months, but as of today, I finally found the first part of Tree of Knowledge, and it was the last one that I needed. It has
Nice.
been months.
Nice.
It has been months. It was
It's
$3.
been
I just it was a struggle. It was a struggle, but now I have all
Did
7.
you say struggle?
Wait, no, I didn't mean like I didn't
Did you? M- M- Mr. Struggle, did you?
I didn't mean it like that.
Mr.
I
Mr.
was
Struggle?
okay, actually I don't want to steal the joke, but
Um, actually, I'll get into it after this. Continue.
um but yeah, I finally found it and I was so it was a nice moment. It was a very nice moment because it was like the last thing that I looked for because I had gotten let's see, let's share what I got today. I only got 4 issues because I didn't want to spend a lot of money. But I got the 10th issue of Wolverine, which I kind of have mixed feelings about. I do like the new Wolverine series. It's all right. Um, the new Captain America series is bomb. I got the 24th issue, and then I got the last issues of Immortal Wonder Woman and Robin Eternal. Future State, mm, it's not my favorite thing, but it's what you can get with DC at
Mhm.
this point. So my next adventure is trying to find all of the issues of the recent Captain Marvel series, I think which started either 2018 or 2019, but I have the 16th issue. It's a Boss Logic cover, which is kind of cool. Um, but I'd like to read it from the start, so it's just kind of sitting here and I haven't read it.
Hell yeah, man.
That's that's the final journey until I find another series that I want to get.
Yeah.
Oof, struggle. Oh, no.
Okay, okay, I'm gonna get into this. So, listen, me and Evangeline, we're pretty avid fans of TMG. Um, uh, TMG being Cody Ko and Noel Miller. We love him.
Oh, okay, now I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, 'cause I've been, like, texting Evangeline about this for maybe a couple of days. TMG makes some bangers. They
They
make
do.
bangers, okay? So, push that aside for a minute. I like Young Gravy. I love him a lot. Um, Not only his music, he just seemed like a very genuine person. You know, I don't know how to explain it. I'm gonna sound so pretentious right now, bear with me. When you look at modern rappers, it's like there's just this image, you know, of just the stereotypical modern rapper, you know, girls, clubs, stuff I'm not gonna mention because I'm gonna try to keep this at least PG, but you know what I mean. But with Gravy, yeah, he does sing about, you know, doing your mom once in a while.
Oh,
He
no.
he do rap about the gravy train, but, I just feel like he's more genuine as a person. I don't know if I'm making sense, but just the thing you gotta take away from this is that I feel like he's a more genuine person than most artists. Anyways, his music bangs. Bangers, just does not put out a bad song. I also like Baby No Money. I believe that Baby No Money creates zero bad music. Every single song I hear from Baby No Money slaps so hard. It goes hard. So I'm thinking, listen, Cody and Noel or Cody and Gravy, they did a video collab together. So they're aware of each other's existence. Gravy and Noel hang out sometimes. I'm just saying, if we had a Baby Gravy X TMG collab,
I'm
it would.
pretty sure, well, because Baby No Money was on the pod a while ago.
Mhm.
Uh, and they seemed like they were talking about having like a collab. But they keep pretty like down low about it, and then so I wouldn't like. I'm sure it's coming.
I'm waiting because listen, if it drops, and when it drops, that's it. Like that's it. I can die happy because all I want in my life is a Baby Gravy X TMG collab. Because listen, banger. All of them make bangers, and I just want to vibe so hard that just I fizzle out of existence.
I mean, if Team G can collab with Black Bear, then
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That's all I wanted to mention because yeah. Go stream Gas Nova. That's my plug for the day. Um we are at we're at 43 minutes.
Okay.
Um I don't
I
really
mean,
know what
we
else.
could. I kind of wanted the. No, I want a whole episode dedicated to like the emo revival.
Okay, yeah. We're definitely going to do that. Cuz like we said before, we are emo at hearts,
Yes.
pressed emos, and you know, we need to sometimes we just need to dedicate an episode of just what we were. Oh, that reminds that reminds me. I found my old school IDs,
Oh,
and Evangeline, you've seen them. I sent a
yes,
picture
I
into
have.
the server, but my one of the ID photos, um, I was wearing a flower crown, and you can just tell what kind of person I was. No, just you didn't need to know who I was. Just from that flower crown alone, you can tell who I was. And
Emo Tumblrina.
yeah. Yeah, and then like my wallpaper was like a galaxy, like a blue galaxy, and then like in really bad like in a really like tacky and like ugly font, it would say like lyrics from the different bands I listen to. Man,
Yeah,
yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
yep, I have a whole, that's for next week's episode.
That's for so if you're an emo or you are an emo or an emo, hey, stick around. We
'Cause
got
we may have advice. We may actually get to the crappy life advice we talked about
yeah,
earlier
there
for
you
some
go.
of you current emos.
Yep,
Because
crappy
you
life
guys need it. You need to hear the cold hard truth.
advice. No,
Because
seriously.
we didn't, and
And
we hate our middle school selves.
look how
You'll
we
probably
turned out.
still hate your middle school self when you grow up, but,
Listen,
maybe
if
you'll
you
hate
don't
yourself
hate
a
your
little
middle school
less.
self, you're not human.
We're just
Oh,
trying to minimize it just a little bit, just so the cringe doesn't hit you as hard when you're
if you
older.
look me listen, if you look me straight in the eyes and you say, "Hey, I thought middle school was a good time," I will
You
stand
weren't my friend. I did not hang out with that group that said that. So,
because middle school sucked
it
so
did.
much.
And I caused it. Like, I caused it to be
Yeah,
bad.
it was all like at the end of the day, when I look back at it, I was like, every single time I was unhappy in school, outside of like middle school wasn't even that stressful, like, academic-wise.
No.
No, it wasn't. At least for me, it wasn't. It was all because I was a little
We wanted to be edgy. That was
we wanted to be edgy, so I gave myself problems, and then look where I am now.
yeah. Well, that's a little preview. Just to lengthen it a little more. I don't wanna, like, lengthen it with, like, stupid stuff, but I almost forgot to put on the talking points. I think I mentioned this before, but I'm trying to get back into The Sims,
Mhm.
specifically Sims 3 and Sims 4. So, yeah, that's the thing.
Which, Evangeline and Crystalline talk about it a lot, like, a lot. Like, a lot. And I tried to get into it, but my laptop's kinda trash, and I can barely run it.
Sorry.
So, I just kinda sit back and listen and listen. I have no idea what they're talking about half of the times. I would hear Sims, okay? And then they would get into something like alpha and then some CC, which I know that stands for creative content, but then they're talking
Oh my
about
gosh, it's custom
files
content. Oh.
and folders and I don't understand anything.
No, it's not creative content.
What does CC stand for then?
Custom content.
Oh, did I say creative content?
Yes.
Oh, same difference.
Um, actually, fun fact, I used to be an alpha person, but now I'm a Maxis match because alpha just like it stands out too much in the game. It stands out too much. It doesn't look right. Uh, alpha was the days of Sims 3. Maxis match is perfect for Sims 4. And there's props to all the custom content creators out there because you guys really make the game a lot better. I also want to give a shout out to not really. I feel like you can't use shout out at this level at our audience. It's more of a just like, here's a recommended. But because let's see how many views this video has. Oh, it actually only has 14,000. But if you guys, I don't know about Sophia, but probably like middle school, elementary school, I used to watch well it wasn't like I wanted to watch them because I thought they were well they are entertaining, but like genuinely like I thought I was getting like good stories out of it. Sims Machinimas. Those used to just be all over. I mean, even though Sims 2 Machinimas are the best. Sims 4 are pretty good, but Sims 2 is honestly it just has the best quality.
That reminds me of back in the day when like Minecraft machinimas were a thing.
Oh.
Sorry, continue.
Um, but I was like, I wonder how Sims 4, like how are they carrying on the legacy of Sims Machinimas? And I popped across some like regular ones, which were still horrible, but still entertain me. entertaining in like a reality TV show kind of sense. But then I found one, and it's made by, darn it, who is it? Lumia, and it's every Sim story ever. And that, I don't know if I was just like tired enough for it to be funny, but it was so funny to me because it really was accurate in just every sense of a Sim story, because Sims were the most dramatic thing. It didn't even matter if it was realistic or not. It was just the most dramatic thing to ever happen. It would be like, oh, my mom read my diary, so I'm gonna go like run away with this boy, and I'm in middle school, and then like we get contacted by vampires, and then it's like it's so weird. Like I can't even as good of one as these people can make. Um, but yeah, it was just a nice little memory that I came across, because I haven't always played The Sims because I just didn't have it. I didn't always have like a laptop or a gaming console that could support The Sims. So I just watched videos on it. But
Yeah.
yeah. Also, Sims 4 came out with kits. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about, and it's weird. It's weird. It should have just been part of base game content, and I hope it doesn't turn into a Sims 3 store kind of thing, because as always, EA is just looking to get more money out of us. And will I give them that money? Probably. Um, but it's just like, just add things to your base game, because your base game isn't good. It's not good. It's not as good as The Sims 3. They made The Sims 3 and then they came up with The Sims 4 and it just wasn't as good.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, Sophia has really no clue what I'm talking about. But
Absolutely no clue.
yeah, so I think today's episode is just gonna be a little shorter, cuz yeah, it is.
Yeah, honestly, like, I'm sorry, at least personally, I've just been so low energy all day. It's I we promised to try to make the next episode a little bit more fruitful.
I think it will definitely be more fruitful,
Yeah.
if we want to use that word.
I honestly, I kind of forgot that we had to record today, and I was about to go take
Same.
a nap. And then Evangeline texted me like, "Hey, I'm ready to record," and I'm like, "Oh, I was literally about to take a nap." But yeah, if you made it this far, thank you for listening. We really appreciate it. Go follow us on our social media. We're on Twitter at CFG Podcast and on Tumblr at cornflakegang.com.tumblr. And yeah,
I'm gonna talk to Sophia about this, but we may try to do some like, we're gonna try to post more often because we don't and we forget.
yeah.
So yeah. Who knows? Maybe if we get if I wish I don't know. Leave comments. Like leave comments if you want to see us like do other videos where we try things or like react to videos. I mean, we could just do that on here. I don't know why separate videos. Like give us videos like to react to or something that are appropriate.
Hey, if you got talking point ideas, drop
Yeah.
it in there too.
Yeah.
We'll take anything.
Yes, we will.
um, but yeah, I don't have any more closing comments, Evangeline.
Yep, I'm good.
All right, and with that being said, we'll see you next Sunday.
Bye.
Bye-bye.